And they finagled that dude Jimmy Evans to co-sign the whole thing. Talking about, Jonathan, you have no idea. You have no idea what he's been through. And it's not going to end well for you, bro. That's the part. Like, Doug, you got yourself in some mess that's not going to end well.
February 8th is when Doug announces his divorce from Lisa Weiss. Okay, remember, she got divorced, and I've got the documentation. Lisa and Doug divorced on May 31st. He's announcing it on February 8th, 2023. I'm guessing the people that are going to him as a marriage counselor, do they even know this whole time that he's divorced?
They don't, and that's what I had a big problem with, is that there was that deception. He counseled patients at his counseling center under the guise that he had a great marriage, and so that's deceptive. I mean, if you're going through a divorce, I think you should disclose that to your patients.
And then, as I understand it, just a few days later, on February 10th, 2023, Joni announces her engagement. So he's announcing on February 8th that he just got divorced. She's announcing 2 days later that she's engaged.
And that's what's so crazy is, I think that's the only reason he did it then is because he realized Joni's about to announce her engagement, but he hasn't even disclosed to any of his employees that he's even divorced. So it's almost like he was forced to do it. He waited to the last possible moment before he did.
What's your favorite things about Lisa?
Oh, she's got the purest heart I've ever met. I mean, it's just, she loves and serves with excellence. Everything she does with excellence. I mean, people just like her because she's just got this kind of like, how can I help you? Heart, you know? That's just easy.
That is so much like my Joni.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Boy. Dougie! Why you always lying? Why you always lying? Bro, the fact that you got divorced in May.
Wait. Let's welcome the people. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Level Up with Larry and Leo, where we turn trials and opportunities and dreams into reality. I'm Larry, and this is Leo, who's very frustrated with the story, and I am too. What's up, Leo?
Doug, bro! If you being set free, my boy, why ain't you screaming it from the rooftops? Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. Bro, why you moving in silent, bro? If you are claiming victory out of a
abusive,
abandoned marriage, why wait that long? From May to February, and then
that's
8 days later you announced that you're getting the engagement. Like, bro, all this stuff is being done in secrecy, and the people that are working for you and the people that are trusting and leaning on you for marital advice, like, that brings more questions than answers.
Listen, context is everything. Sometimes when you see something, like I've said this multiple times, my eyes work better than my ears. Okay, my eyes work better than my ears. Okay, so I'm just gonna, and again, forgive me, but I have some context questions. So I look at Lisa, right? Lisa looks like a sweet lady. She look like a sweet lady. She don't look like she hurt nobody. What did she do? What did Lisa do to Doug? Doug is a big man. He's a big man. Lisa's a small, tiny woman. What did she do to you, Doug? How did she hurt you? She seems so sweet. You even said it. She just does she just wants to help. Why you not let her help? Why? That's the first context. And then we get to the end of the video. And we see good old Marcus. Doug, what do you love so much about Lisa? He just goes on, man, she's the best thing. She's so sweet. And I did love her so much. And then the camera goes to Joni.
She took a big swallow.
The camera.
I don't know if it's a slow-mo, bro.
Joni. Listen, that Joni don't look like the Joni now. It's a different Joni. But I'm not gonna be the one throw shade at
you been hitting the gym.
I ain't gonna call. I'm not gonna be mad. Listen. I understand, Joni. I understand. Okay. Life happens.
Inside every weight.
There's always a story. Okay.
We got to do that in the new year.
But that is not the Joni that Dougie got with. There was a transformation that took place. That is not.
Bro.
There was something that took place. There has been new inventions that has taken place since then. Beautiful ways of reducing mass.
Bro, all I gotta say is, Doug, man, you looking dirty out here in these streets, Doug.
Dirty Doug.
You looking dirty out here, bro. You looking dirty, bro. You looking dirty. The fact that you went and filed. And it's not like when you file, you get your divorce done in a day or a week or a month. You had all that time, and it's finalized in May.
People.
It's finalized in May, and you still have all that time. By that time, you know you and Joni are talking. You know, the old folks would say, "Rap a taste." You know, y'all spending 16 hours on the phone by your accounts.
My God.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Come on, bro.
16 hours on the phone?
That has to do with controlling too, but we're not even going to address that. Like, being on the phone that long for that, like,
in one sitting, 16 hours at a time?
Yeah.
I'm sure you get a lot of Bible study done in 16 hours, I guess.
Y'all come get y'all brother. Come get Brother Larry. Come get him.
Yikes.
Bro, you had plenty of opportunities to address it with the group of people that work for you, to address it individually with the people that work for you. And you waited only 8 days before the engagement announcement. That makes it look very ick.
I mentioned this when we first started covering this. Remember, Paul was like, look, sinners don't even do this. Like, sinners don't do this. So y'all sitting in a whole another level.
Another level. This ain't the type of level up we talking about.
But listen. Y'all, but here's the thing, and I've mentioned this before, this is an ongoing theme. Grown people gonna do what grown people gonna do. Grown people gonna do what grown people gonna do. Here's the point. Don't expect us to think that you are a credible, honorable person at the end of this. You made your choice. You made your bed, you gotta lay in it.
Just concealing, bro. It's just the level of concealment.
Just don't expect people to take you seriously. Don't expect people to think that you are a person who is trustworthy,
forthright,
that is honorable. You're none of those things.
Transparent.
And then Joni gonna jump on and to think that Joni upset with Jonathan for not reading that card.
I believe that she had something to do with that specific That's a different subject. But for that specific comment to be up there, to be chosen to be read, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's a flex of power right there.
And it's stupid. It doesn't.
Because had he read that, then that would further boost her case that he had no problem reading this comment, congratulating us on our marriage and doing all this.
Video proof.
Yes. And now he's just making a power play because he had no problem with the marriage until we told him he couldn't be president.
Ugh. I hate that, bro. I hate that level of manipulation. That is so trash.
That is next level manipulation.
That is so trash.
That is next level of just concealing. Like like these people are paying you not just because of what you know in learning, but they're paying you because they believe that you have built and weathered the storms of marriage for 30 plus years. And it's okay to say, hey man, it didn't work out. We gave it everything we had. It didn't work out. But I'm moving forward. And I want to help keep marriages together, even though mine didn't work out.
Bro, I just had this crazy thought. Like they classify themselves as a church. Imagine if this really was a church. Let's pretend. Let's play a game. Okay. The pastor dies. The wife takes over the church.
First lady. Mm-hmm.
The son was on staff that entire time.
Mm-hmm. Now he's associate.
He was actually slated to become the next pastor.
Mm-hmm.
But there was an itinerant minister
he be coming in to preach.
He comes for revival.
Every spring, every fall, he's coming through. Because they bring in revival on the fall because people come back to school. Every fall he coming through. Revival weekend.
We got revival happening. Folks are coming into the church.
Mm-hmm,
church is growing.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, First Lady starts feeling the evangelist. And out of nowhere, First Lady got married. She ain't tell nobody. She didn't tell nobody.
Boom. Just say, hey, we engaged.
She just pulled up one Sunday with the first. He ain't even the pastor. He's the first gentleman. And now everybody needs to, hey, don't say nothing. Hey, y'all appreciate this man of God. Because this is my man of God.
Happiest I've ever been.
But the assistant pastor is the one counseling everybody. He's the one doing all the. This would be wild, bro.
And now you want him out because he ain't preaching those feel good sermons that you want to. He talking about all the stuff that you don't want him to talk about, and you don't feel like you have a good grip on what he's doing and a good control on him. So now you want to either get him to comply or get out.
And now the assistant pastor went and started his own church. And all the members left yours.
Saints are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Pews
God
are getting
don't
empty.
like ugly.
Pews are getting empty.
I hope y'all enjoy each other.
Bro.
That's all you're going to have.
But this could have been done in the open, orderly. It wouldn't have been done as fast, but it could have been done in a way that...
And they finagled that dude, Jimmy Evans, to co-sign the whole thing. Talking about, Jonathan, you have no idea. You have no idea what he's been through. You have no idea. The
That poor
amount of
Jonathan,
pain
bro.
and
He
suffering
like, isn't
man has
that what we
been.
believe? Don't we believe that God can restore marriages?
How God
Like
can't.
he out there looking like
And then we see a
they got him
picture.
looking like gullible, like they got him looking like real dumb. Cause he's actually saying, "Is that what we believe?"
Yo,
They're like, "You believe what he's saying?" This guy's crazy. But yeah, I again, the way you move it, Doug, is real dirty, bro. It doesn't speak of transparency. It doesn't speak of forthrightness. It doesn't speak of, hey, yo, I put a close to that chapter, and this
and
is why.
it does, and it's not gonna end well for you, bro. That's the part. Like Doug, you got yourself in some mess that's not gonna end well. Because you lost what you had before. That whole ministry you had built up for them 30 years with your wife, who obviously wasn't what you needed to go to the next level. Maybe it was like his ministry just wasn't big enough because she wasn't a big enough personality. She wasn't a big enough in the public.
Mm-hmm.
So he
That's
wanted
possible.
a co-host, a partner in crime, somebody that they can build something together. And now
Yeah.
you realize you just got caught up, and
No Usher.
you gonna look at that picture of Lisa, and you are gonna be like, dang.
It's too late now. It's too late.
And especially, hey, listen, if don't get mad if Joni, with all this stress going on, she don't end up back where she
you
was on that
feeling
interview.
abandoned again.
Don't get mad. Don't
You're
get mad.
feeling cold on your side of the bed, boy.
Hey, it helps in the winter. Keeps it warm.
Hey, that stress will do it to you.
Keep
Sahara.
it warm in the winter. Don't get mad.
That stress will do it to you. Oh
And
my
don't
gosh.
don't get mad if Lisa go and find herself a good man. Let her go. Let her get right. Get herself right with the Lord. Get some therapy. Start going to the gym more. Be like, hey, Doug.
Things would be like, it was so much easier over there. And that's, bro, you just got to start moving differently, bro. Just start moving differently and expect the level of control that you exercised in your past relationship. I have a feeling that your new spouse is going to exercise that, if not a greater level of control. And, bro, you got to roll with the punches.
And listen, receipts. Don't get mad when folks start putting receipts. I mean, we getting dates.
Yeah.
And we understand math.
Bro, you putting deposit down on your honeymoon before you announce your engagement, my boy.
The receipts.
Y'all moving. Y'all move. You moving dirty,
everyone gets mad when then we start pulling receipts. And we start dating.
Dirty, bro.
We find the dates and we just saying, oh, that don't match up. It's a new era.
Come on, man.
It's a new era. This is
Because
people pulling receipts. It ain't hard to find.
Bruh, it would have been better for you to say, here I am. Take me, leave me. Here I am. Here's my truth. I'm living in it. And those that are with me are with me. Those that aren't. And these are, like, instead of trying to move like stuff like that.
And please.
Which speaks to what the Lamb family has been doing so many different situations. It's trying to keep everything under cover. Cover me. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You got to cover me. Touch not God's anointed. All these things to try to keep control of the narrative.
And Dougie, while you're at it, please find another career. please.
He's too deep in it,
I know
bro.
you're old. I know you're older. Get another career. Don't be telling. Don't stop. Listen, you gotta stop.
Well, that's what he is. He's a co-host now. He's co-hosting.
But
That's
you
it.
gotta drop the practice. Don't be counseling nobody, bruh. Don't be counseling nobody.
Unless you're gonna be transparent and be.
Well,
forthright.
I hear people say bad things about his counseling, bro. You wrecking folks. Because it's hard if you move that way for you not to give that same advice. You can only give advice on what you've done. So if somebody comes in, man, my wife's stressing me out. Hey, you might want to drop her. That sounds like abuse. That sounds like abuse.
Like I ain't had some in a minute, brethren.
That's abuse. She is operating under a demonic spirit. God don't want you to be in that.
Mm-mm. What you say? 3 weeks? 3 weeks without a peak? Mm-mm. Divorce you shall seek.
That's Jezebel.
That's crazy, but please, man, just move different, man, because you moving dirty, bro. Just be more transparent. And yes, it's harder to be transparent because people are going to say what they're going to say, but at least you'll be living in your truth and being...
And face the consequence for your transparency. It's not just being transparent. You got to face the consequence for your transparency. If folks don't want to come to you for intimacy therapy, you can't get mad.
Yeah.
What you mad for?
Because guess what? More people aren't going to come to you when they find out that you've been hiding than the people that are like, okay, he's real because he's been through some stuff.
Mm-hmm. He's a co-host now and nobody watching.
Bro, I went to a Christian counseling in the spirit of transparency. This was a few years back, Christian marriage counseling. And the counselor, during the first meeting, he talked about how his first marriage failed.
Yeah.
And he took accountability of the things that he didn't do, the things that he didn't know. And that is what his purpose is, to kind of help couples now, and how his current marriage is more fulfilling because he knows some of the things to watch out for and some of the things to be consistent with.
Some people have mixed feelings about that. You know, there are different takes. Some people are like, man, if you got divorced, your life is over. That's an extreme. Yeah. And then there's others that are like, hey, you learned a lot. You could probably still add a lot of value based off of the mistakes that you've made.
And just go to your audience. Not everybody's going to be your audience.
It's not. There's some people who are going to kind of just be like, which, I mean, is understandable. Some people are like, hey, I'm trying to keep one marriage. Right? So I want to find somebody who actually made it work with one marriage. And you should respect that and say, you know what?
That's not my customer.
And again, it goes back to this idea of every action has a reaction. Like, you have to understand that every decision that we make, it creates the path that we end up having to walk on and the people that we're able to help. You have to be mature enough to say, instead of being defensive, like, oh no, you're just being judgmental. You have a religious spirit. No, I just can't receive from you anymore because what you're bringing doesn't add value to me.
And you have to be okay with that. Bruh. Let's have the discussion in the comments. And if you want to be a vibe,
subscribe.
Let's talk about it, man. Is Dougie moving dirty? What are some things that you're seeing that you're like, wow?
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Hey,
y'all be blessed.
Like, subscribe, share. Let's have a conversation. Until next time.
Peace.